أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله الصلاة والسلام على رسول الله السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Assalamu alaikum everyone.
Shanum, it's a long time, so we are catching up with our Surah Al-Baqarah, and today we are going to talk about one of the prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In Surah Al-Baqarah, so far, how many prophets' name you have come across?
Musa alayhi salam.
Who's that?
Musa alayhi salam.
Musa alayhi salam.
Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Did he come?
Maybe indirectly, the name by itself was not mentioned, but the first prophet name which came in the first few pages of Surah Al-Baqarah, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala...
Adam alayhi salam.
Adam alayhi salam, correct. So Adam and Musa is already has come through,
Yeah.
and Isa alayhi salam's name is mentioned, I think, briefly. So today, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in this verse, Allah says, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem, وَإِذْ قَالَ إِبْرَاهِيمُ. Have you heard about Ibrahim alayhi salam?
Yeah.
Can you remember some of the incidents surrounding Ibrahim alayhi salam, referring to him?
Ibrahim alayhi salam had to leave his wife in the desert with his son Ismail alayhi salam with barely any food and water. Like in the desert was Makkah and there was barely anyone there at that time. It was a desert.
Correct. Ibrahim alayhi salam, as per Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's instruction, he had to leave his wife Hajara alayhi salam and his son Ismail alayhi salam in the desert. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, right. That's good. Very good. In this one, in this surah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, when Ibrahim alayhi salam asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Rabbi, my Rabb, Arini kaifatu til mauta. He asked, Ya Allah, how you bring things back to life? You know, we see that everyone around us passing away, like, you know, be it animals or birds or human beings, they pass on, right? They die. But nobody sees how they come back to life, because it's in the life after death. So Ibrahim alayhi salam asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he wanted to know how Allah brings life back to someone who is already dead. Then Allah asks him, Avalam tu'min? You don't believe? Then Ibrahim alayhi salam said, Ya Allah, no, Bala, I believe, but walakin li yatmaina qalbi. I just want to be content with myself. You know, I have the belief, I believe in you completely, but I need that, you know, the affirmation. Allah said, no worries. Qala. Then Allah said, Fakud arba'ata min at-tayri. Take 4 birds. Okay, take 4 birds. Then cut them into, you know, slaughter them and cut them into pieces. Mix all the pieces, you know, from all the birds. So completely jumbling.
Yeah.
Then take those 4 portions and put that in a mountain. Thumma jal ala kulli jabalin. Put in all the mountains around you. Okay? Portion by portion. Just portion. Then Allah says, Summa durunna. Then call upon to you. So basically Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saying, now the birds are all dead. Portions of birds, you know, basically meat parts, are there in different mountains now.
Yep.
Okay, then Allah says, O Ibrahim, call them. Okay. So when he called, they came to Ibrahim alayhi salam alive. Sahiyan means in haste, you know, in a very fast pace. They came back to Ibrahim alayhi salam. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, you better know that Allah is Aziz and Hakim. Allah is almighty. Aziz means mighty and Hakim means all wise. So basically this is a very, very important verse, because we believe in Allah.
Yeah.
We believe in life after death.
Yep.
We believe in day of judgment. Correct? Have we seen any of this?
No.
We haven't. But do we not have very firm belief in that?
We do.
We do. But sometimes we may get a whisper from deep inside. Kind of, is it really? Kind of, you understand? That is a shaitan might influence our thoughts and thinking process and all that, make us to double guess. So it's possible shaitan can play a trick on us, but what we need to understand is, there is no problem if you get that thought, but what is our solution for such thoughts? Going back to Allah, like how Ibrahim alayhi salam did. Ibrahim alayhi salam, when he got that thought, he didn't think about it by himself and using his what so-called intellect and started thinking bad about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He immediately went back to Allah asking, Ya Allah, show me. How do you do that? And Allah showed him. Allah showed him. Allah didn't. Of course, Allah asked, do you not believe? And Ibrahim alayhi salam immediately confirmed that I believe. So basically, if some thoughts, such thoughts comes to you, you don't have to feel so much guilt about it. But at the same time, you need to repel that thought by doing what?
Going back to Allah.
Going back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and making dua. Ya Allah, I'm feeling a bit shaky here. Please make it firm. You understand? That is an attitude I want you and every children who listen to this tafsir of this verse to keep this in mind. Whenever you get that kind of thoughts, it could be genuine thoughts from deep inside you, or it could be a shaitanic inspiration, the whispering. Whatever the case, you go back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and Allah will make sure that your heart is, you will get that yaqeen and liyatmain qalbi. Like Ibrahim alayhi salam wanted that yatmain means being content with that truth. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us of those people who always be content with what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decrees on us and what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala teaches us and guides us. And we continuously ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to guide us to the eternal peace in that beautiful, eternal place. What is it?
Jannah.
Jannah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us of the people of Jannah. Say Ameen.
Ameen.
Ameen. Ya Rabbil Alameen. Now, before we conclude, what one message to take home from today's lesson?
Allah can do anything.
Allah can do anything because Allah said Aziz. Right? So that's one thing. Beautiful. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us the people of understanding.
Ameen.
Ameen. Ya Rabbil Alameen. Wa akhir da'ana. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone.